Hello, YouTube live stream. Welcome to Real Manhood Ministries, where real manhood is only in Jesus Christ. Thank you for tuning in. I'm on here to share about the identity crisis that we have. We have an identity crisis in this world today. A lot of people are finding their identity and their value in things that didn't make them. When Jesus Christ is the one who made us. So I'm on here to talk about hip hop, the hip hop rap artists who find their identity in being a celebrity or being famous, things that don't last. Okay? That's what I'm on here to share. Finding your identity. The world we live in today, finding your identity in millions of dollars in the hip hop music business, in the hip hop music business. And that's what I'm on here to share about. There's an identity crisis in this world today. I know what the world says about money, but I'm going by what the Bible says, what Jesus Christ says. And a lot of the rappers in hip hop find their identity in the money, in the cars, in the clothes, in the jewelry. But what happened when all that stuff, no matter how much they got, they can't take it with them when they leave this world? So there's an identity crisis in this world today. People finding their identity in money, in cars, and clothes, and temporary stuff. So I'm going to Proverbs 11:28. It says, those who trust in their riches will fall, but the righteous will thrive like a green leaf. So putting your trust in your money, you're going to fall. The Bible talks a lot about not putting trust in money. Yes, we need money to take care of our families, yes. But when you find your identity in your value in millions of dollars, okay? And Timothy 6:10 talks about that. Because the rappers find their identity in money, and people who are not in the music industry, they find their identity in money, cars, and clothes. That's an identity crisis. When you don't know what Jesus Christ thinks about you, what Jesus Christ, then you'll find your identity in fake stuff that didn't create you. When our real identity is only in Jesus Christ. So I'm going to Timothy 6:10. And it says in Timothy 6:10, okay, let me find it. People of corrupt minds who have been robbed of the truth, who think that godliness is a means to financial gain, but godliness with content is great gain. For we brought nothing into the world, we can take nothing out of it. But if we have food and clothes, we will be content with that. Those who want to get rich fall into traps, fall into temptation and traps and to many foolish and harmful desires that plunge people into ruin and destruction for the love of money. The love of money. There's nothing wrong with having this when you're in love with it. People so in love with money, they'll do anything for it. They'll find their identity in it. The love of money. The love of money is a root of all kind of evil. Some people so eager for money have wandered away from the faith and purged themselves with many griefs. The rappers in hip hop want to get rich so bad, they'll do anything for the love of money. Money is not bad. Money is not evil. Yes, we need money to take care of our families, but it's when you start loving it. And in the hip hop music business, they find their identity in the money. When you find your identity in the money, you're going to fall. Being a celebrity, being famous, that's empty. He said we should be content if we have food and clothes. They want to be rich so bad, they'll do anything for the riches. The Bible talks a lot about that. Okay? But there's an identity crisis in this world. A lot of people in this world do not know what Jesus Christ